welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you're here, and if you're joining us again, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a low point breakfast option for the WW plans. Each plan, it will vary in points, but it is a low point option all around. This is coming from the Skinny-ish Dish. If you watch previous videos of mine, you know that I love the Skinny-ish Dish meals. I make all types of meals from her. If you don't follow her on Instagram, or if you don't look up her recipes, you definitely should, because she has some awesome recipes that are good for WW. Right now I'm filming on Wednesday evening because I like to have my dough refrigerate overnight, because I like to have a fresh biscuit when I do make them because they are so good fresh. But also these are make ahead, so you can either put them in the freezer or put them in the refrigerator if you're gonna eat them during the week. And yeah, but before we get into this video, go ahead and give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. All right, y'all, so what you're gonna need, you are going to need self-rising flour and Greek yogurt, 0% fat. Normally Faye or Chobani is recommended just because they're a little bit thicker, but generic or any other brand works fine too. You're gonna wanna get some kosher salt. Mine's in this little package. Some Parmesan cheese, and then also some garlic powder. Also, we're making calzones. They just came out of the oven. So since we were already making some 2-ingredient dough for that, we're going to make an extra batch for these biscuits. So first thing that you want to get is 2 cups of flour. All right, so for the salt, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, I don't mind if there's a little bit more because I like garlic, so. Now we're gonna have 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. I want to mix it all kind of together before we add the Greek yogurt. So now we're going to add 2 cups of Greek yogurt, and then the second cup. So now we're going to take this mixture and put it on the hook. All right, y'all, so you don't need a stand mixer. You can mix all by hand, but since I do have a stand mixer, I just prefer to use it. So this is the dough. It smells really good. I like to keep it in the fridge overnight. I have only made this one other time and it worked best for me then, so I'm doing it again. But you don't have to. You can definitely do it all at one time, but that's just how I prefer. But I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everyone. So our dough sat in the fridge overnight, and now it's time to make some biscuits. Come on. All right, so I've lined a pan with aluminum foil because I'm making bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. So we're going to cook the bacon first. We're gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees. And while that's doing, I'll get everything laid out and show y'all. I lined the bacon sheet with aluminum foil. You don't have to cook your bacon in the oven. It just saves some time. You can cook it on the stovetop. If you aren't pre-making your biscuit dough at night and you're doing it the day of, I would recommend the oven just because while the bacon's cooking, you can do your biscuits. But I still prefer oven baked bacon over, like, especially if I'm cooking a lot, so. right, now that the oven is preheated, I'm going to put the bacon in the oven for 14 minutes or until it's crispy. All right, so the bacon just came out. I'm gonna transfer this over to a paper plate and then put the biscuits on top of this pan. All right, so I have fresh aluminum foil for the biscuits. What we're gonna need is a 1/3 cup to make sure all of our biscuits are the same size. All right, so we're gonna get this dough. You also wanna line it with, you also wanna put some cooking oil on it. I just sprayed it a little bit so it's easy to, it doesn't get stuck in there. This one's kind of big, so I'm gonna redo it. All right, so we got about 9 biscuits out of this. I'm gonna pop them in the oven, still at 400 for 24 minutes. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes left before the biscuits are done. So we're gonna start the eggs. Star, which is the skinniest dish, she recommends that you go ahead and start the eggs while your biscuits are cooking so that it kind of ends at the same time. So let's go do that. First thing that you're gonna do is put the burner on low. She says there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, like low is where it needs. I'm going to spray this sunflower and ghee oil to make it a little bit buttery. Okay, so you want to have done 6 eggs. You'll put some pepper, some salt, and I'm almost out, but you'll put some paprika. You don't have to, it's optional, but it does make the eggs just taste a little bit better. Go ahead and whisk your eggs. I'm not the best whisker, I'm not gonna lie. I realized I didn't bring my camera over here when I sprayed the ghee, but there we go. Then I'm just gonna pour it in. Once again, this is on low, so we're just gonna be watching it. All right, so I have the eggs cooking right there. The beautiful biscuits have just come out of the oven. The biscuits have just come out of the oven. Look how good they look. They look so good. All right, we're still watching this cook. This takes a couple minutes. Oh, hi Instagram. That's Corey. That looks really good. Chocolate banana baked oats. this is the inside of the biscuit. It looks just like a regular biscuit. You would never believe that it was made from 2-ingredient dough. Okay, so like I said, I'm making a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. So I have the bacon cooked, the eggs cooked, the biscuit. I'm going to be using this cheese. It's fat-free cheese. Let's see. It's 1 point per slice. I'm only going to use half a slice on each biscuit. Okay, and so for half a slice on each biscuit, it is 0 points. It's 1 point for the whole slice. All right, so we're gonna have the biscuit. We're gonna add some eggs. We're gonna add half a slice of cheese. Then a piece of bacon split in half. Top. And there you go. So you can put it in the refrigerator or the freezer. Refrigerator, it normally lasts up to a week. If it's a freezer, it lasts longer. I would check her website to know the exact. All right, y'all, so this is what they look like. They're a decent size. And yeah, these are going to be 6 points on green and 4 points on blue and purple. I used the recipe builder in the WW app to know exactly how many points my specific biscuit was. So if you use different meat, or you didn't use bacon, or if you didn't use eggs or the cheese, like, it will vary. So you will just input it yourself on the recipe builder and you'll see what your biscuits are. But they should be between, like, they should be pretty low if you use like similar ingredients. All right, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Give me a like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Bye.